if someone like a Vasundhara Raje is not happy with the way she's being treated, because it's not as democratic as the Congress, she can't speak out. At least in the Congress, if Gehlot has a problem or Sachin has a pilot problem, they can speak it out.
Rahul, if that is the case, then why was Sachin Pilot's activities called anti-party by Sukhjinder Randhawa? In the spirit of democracy, they should have said it's perfectly legal and perfectly party in the party interest. Secondly, he said, and I'm shocked Ajay Kumar made this disclosure, he said that when there's power, there's no so-called human resource problem. He's saying, therefore, that the Congress leaders are all power hungry. Our party does not face such kind of problems because we have an ideological base and we have a leadership. And that is why we are together. And secondly, look at the times when we were not in power, and we have been in the opposition for the longest period of time. But our leaders did not walk away.
Some left, but it never worked out.
Some left. Of course, some people are always going to. For instance, Mr. Jagdish Shettar left. But the reason why overwhelmingly this problem is not seen, and this problem is seen in the Congress when it was at the peak of power. Most of the fights in the Congress and the splits in the Congress have taken place in 60s and 70s, when even Mr. Antony, etc. have left. This is because in Congress it is INC, I need chair. And there is no I need commitment to ideological persuasion.
But the bigger difference from a data perspective is when a Congress leader leaves Ajay Kumar, he tends to take his karyakartas and his structure with him. When a BJP leader were to leave, he's not able to carry the party karyakarta and the voter with him. It happened in the case of Yedurappa, but in the case of the likes of Kalyan Singh, Uma Bharti, it failed. They left, but they couldn't succeed outside the BJP, so they ultimately had to come back.
See, look, a lot of people have left us and come back. I mean, and I like Mr. Poonawala's acronyms and all that, commitment, big words and all that. The Bharatiya Jumla Party and Jhuta Party will continue to tell these kind of statements, but I'm just coming to the point is, they're disemboweled at the, Madhya Pradesh, the people who are leaving their party right now, Karnataka they're leaving. How many of them have left all across? In Bengal, a whole party BJP shifted back to the TMC. So it's quite, interesting when they come and try to create a narrative. The narrative is,
okay.
That one sec, sir. They have a guy called Brij Bhushan Singh in the parliament sitting there and wants to get rid of POSCO, and he came from the Samajwadi Party, if I remember. So this kind of stuff. Look, there have been people who have been fluid for political gains. That's their own cross to bear. The fact is that this is, I don't know if any of your political experts who are on the panel today would have seen that the kind of engagement, whether it's Karnataka, whether it's the Rajasthan issue to be resolved, they've been following Congress. And it is a very positive change. I'm telling you, watching from the sideline. You might say that there's a lot of work to be done, but I'll tell you something. That there is Rajasthan is going to, I told it on a previous show, some other show, is going to surprise you. You will see it, and I'm very sure that Sachin, Mr. Pilot and Mr. Gehlot will find
let's see. The Congress was able to pepper over its differences, Rahul, in Karnataka. Are differences between Sachin and Gehlot so deep that the Karnataka model can't be followed in Rajasthan, or can it?
No, Rahul, you were absolutely right the first time when I was speaking. You see, the differences are too deep. And I will first, because, every time one speaks about Congress, nowadays we should speak about BJP first, because otherwise people object that you're not balancing. The BJP has a problem. I think BJP's bigger problem is what happened in Karnataka, that a tall old leader was pushed to the backgrounds and the BJP couldn't recover. Again, in Rajasthan, similar problem. And now it could well happen in Madhya Pradesh also.
It depends on how they'll handle
how they handle it. The bigger problem is that BJP has a much better system where the top leadership is powerful. You recall in 2009 when Vasundhara was asked to move from the LOP's post in Rajasthan, she brought her MLAs to Delhi, and it took Rajnath Singh a tremendous amount of effort to control that rebellion. But now the leadership, now Modi Shah are a different ball game altogether, although they have 3-4 candidates for Chief Minister post, and there is one dark horse also. Sachin Pilot's problem is different, Rahul. After that 2020 rebellion, and then what Ashok Gehlot managed when the party high command sent the now president of the party to hold a meeting of the MLAs, a parallel meeting was organized in Jaipur, and Mallikarjun Kharge couldn't do anything. Gehlot has managed to establish this fact that he can bring down the government before the elections. Now what Sachin Pilot fears is the party president in the state, Dutasra, is a Gehlot loyalist. By the time it comes down to ticket distribution, Gehlot will corner all the tickets. If Sachin had 19 loyal MLAs last time when he staged the rebellion, he may not be left with anybody after the elections. So Sachin has to make a decision about himself.
What's he thinking according to you?
Rahul, I think the idea of launching a party is not closed. I think...
but he can't pull it off in 6 months. It's inconceivable.
See, it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
The finances. He doesn't come from a business background.
I am watching something that is happening in a political advisory company. There are new teams being formulated.
In IPAC.
And one will have to wait and see. They have started something what is called a North India project. One will wait and see that who are the targets. I hear Rajasthan and Haryana.
May I just add one line, very quick line? What Rahul said is that if you heard what Mr. K.C. Venugopal said, he said, "Ye मामला हमने high command पे छोड़ दिया है." The high command was in charge when they were trying to effect a leadership change in September.
See,
what
also,
happened
Rahul,
that time? The high command was Gandhi's.
Sachin Pilot may become chief minister.
He still
after
wants
rotation.
Sachin to get a good deal.
Get a good deal. So when the high command is failing,
the problem is Gehlot doesn't want it, and the high command can't enforce its writ.
the threat of Sachin is smaller than the Gehlot's threat. Simple. That's the equation in Rajasthan.